And I'm glad I'm seeing you. Oh wait, how am I calling you? Hi there, this is Just with 7 here on 7 TV. And you know what we do here? Youth actually air their thoughts and views on life matters, events, activities, hot topics, anyhow you want it. And today we are going to be talking about one topic like that, so being independent. I don't know exactly you guys are really reacting.
It's the question for me.
Being independent.
Okay.
For me, I don't know, but I say it's no matter how you see yourself, in as much as we are all, maybe even, are you independent? Follow me, sir. Let me know when I'm talking to adults. So I'm talking to
Babies.
See, officially, we have asked if Nigeria is completely independent.
My dear.
We are asking. They told us we are independent, but we are asking.
we are asking.
So since we are asking, on my own behalf, I don't think I'm completely independent.
It's true. See, he
I
took
don't think me.
he took it out of my mouth.
I don't think me.
No,
I'm
I think
completely
I
independent.
think I'm not too clear on that. Please, can you
Expansion.
exactly?
Okay.
See,
Okay, well, let's put it a little bit of this. For me, being independent means you are capable enough, 100%, to provide food, clothing,
Shelf.
and shelter. Well, the three basic necessities. Every other thing is extra, right? If you don't own a house, your landlord could kick you out anytime, anything. Abuja
very
will
true, my dear.
Now,
They
Abuja will
know they smile, those landlords.
A boy of my age owning a house, I think patients need to come here. Brother, please, what are you doing to make that kind of money? To own a house, you know, say, oh my God, have you asked me that question?
Nah.
No, she has
No,
not.
but I said to ask you this question
Okay,
after.
after.
Yeah.
So I don't own a house, you know, so in case she wants to ask me that question. So since I don't own a house that is my own, what can I do? Yes, I can provide my food, obviously I'm wearing clothes, so I can provide my clothing. But then the shelter is one factor that I don't think I've been strong enough to have my own. Not answering landlord to someone
But I
else.
think being independent is based on how you look at it.
Okay.
Because like now you're just stating your own view of being independent. I think someone will also look at it from that aspect of maybe me being able to sort my own needs. Maybe your decisions you make. It mustn't be the food, the clothes. It can be based on decisions as well. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think it's based on how you see things. Or, I don't know. That's it.
You guys have actually made your own point, but I feel like there's something you guys are missing here. Because for me, when I look at being independent, it comes with a whole lot of things. And at the end of the day, I just said, aside what's like the general definition of being independent, like I feel being independent, so long as you are in control of the situation at that moment, you are independent. Because if you're looking at independent from the perspective of food, clothing, and shelter, see, there are some people that are living in their parents' house, but they are independent.
True.
Yeah,
You
very
understand?
true.
There are people
very
that are
true.
also living on their own, but they are not
Independent.
True.
So as if say like they just gave you money to start a life, and meanwhile you're not independent psychologically, emotionally, mentally, financially, otherwise. Like it comes with a lot of things. So for me, and I feel that's the best way, because see, if we're looking at being independent holistically, you understand that we all need someone or
To
something
lean on,
to
exactly.
lean on
You
at
can
every
you cannot even be
point.
totally independent.
Exactly.
A very good example is our dear beloved country, Nigeria.
I know you're going to say that.
Wait, are you trying to say Nigeria is not independent?
See,
No,
we
you're on
clear.
air.
Okay, thank
No,
God.
you're
Thank
on air.
God, Independence Day is just.
You know you're
So since we just celebrated Nigeria's independence,
Yes.
62 years, right?
Yeah.
Let's just tell ourselves the truth.
So
For me personally, I feel we are not even independent, because we are still
DSS.
borrowing and borrowing. A lot of things are wrong in this country. So just look at it. If the country is independent, how can you, only you one,
only you
be independent? So last, I think I would just agree with what she said. We all need somebody, whether you are rich or poor. See, independence doesn't have to do with you being rich, sef. can be rich, but still you
You are
still need
not-
you need sometimes you need people to be dependent on psychologically for emotional support. You know, you need like mentors, your parents, your siblings, good friends around.
But you know,
So-
truthfully, let's
your
give
garlic.
kudos.
Yeah, my garlic, obviously, my garlic, my
let's
garlic.
let's actually give kudos to Nigerians, because in as much as we are having a problem, we are having, just like what Chacha
Yeah.
said, we are in a country where we are acting like we are
Independent.
or we are not independent. But Nigeria has produced people who are naturally independent. So it's a
True,
nation
well-
that acts like they are independent, but I not be my mouth, it's not
But
for my mouth.
we're
like
just,
that.
I think we're just independent because of the situation
Or-
we find ourselves.
Yeah, or we could just put
yes,
it that
yes.
We are independent because of the situation.
The
we find
situation
out.
we are
So
in.
without the situation, you cannot be independent.
The country itself is not independent.
You know, I think we should be.
Eh,
Let's
eh,
just
yeah,
just
agree-
the name.
then-
Yes.
let's just
It's
agree that
just
there is
new,
no hard or fast rule here.
Okay.
It depends on the occasion, the event. There are various factors. It depends on before you could say this person is independent.
Independent.
So you can be independent in this,
Eh,
and
eh,
you're not
Yeah.
independent
You
in
know-
So
other.
basically, it's just how you define it to be.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Just
And that's why
individual
that's why I keep saying I
issue.
feel like it's you taking control of
All
situation at the moment.
yes,
Like, being
at
in
that
control,
moment.
yes.
True.
Because for example now, I'm going to use one annoying example, but I don't know whether it's going to be annoying to you guys too. Like a boss and a house help. The house help is dependent on the boss, like of course normally.
Yes.
But then the boss is dependent on the house help based on the
The cleaning, I need her to do the chores, or I
Exactly.
need him to wash the car.
and you know when you depend on someone for a particular thing, you always please do this, please do that. You need the person to do that thing. So it's basically what it is for me. That's why I keep saying it. So if people understand that no matter how independent you can actually be,
Independent, you
also
feel you
dependent,
are.
or you feel you are, yes, thank
Yes.
you. So you also are dependent on a
Mm.
particular thing
Yes.
or a human.
True.
That's
So-
it.
Yeah.
Like,
And when that
bike.
and when
Or
that
get
human,
that.
and when that human leaves
Yeah.
or that thing leaves, you
Mm.
feel the vacuum.
Yes, yes.
So
It
you
has
have
a
to
ripple
replace.
effect on you at the end of the day.
So
though.
we all remember when I don't know how many of us have been long in Abuja. We all remember when
It's been here for like
Keke.
20 years.
Remember when Keke was a common thing.
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
have
I
that.
remember.
For that few months
Keke and
or
bikes.
years that Aero 5 banned Keke from Abuja, from the streets of, at least from the major streets in Abuja, we all felt the vacuum, we all felt the difficulty in movement, the difficulty in getting to places and points. So you are dependent on something. When that thing leaves, there's that vacuum that
sometimes
you used to
even when that thing leaves, you might just find yourself trying to adjust
feel. Yes.
to
That
maybe
vacuum, yeah.
it mustn't be you mustn't replace it with that same thing that left. You need to like maybe adjust to something new,
Or something different.
yes, or something better
Mm,
in a way.
true.
But it's
And-
not
but-
easy.
I also,
Like,
true. Like I feel that's like the major, like there's like the challenges we have. Sometimes you feel like you are independent, but yet you cannot do some certain things. Like for instance, you are living with your parents, you're working, you're a working class person, but typical African parents, if you go out, whether you are 40 or 50 years, so long as you're still under
In
their
that
roof,
house.
they'll tell you.
If you don't
So
go
I
back
feel it's
home,
like a huge challenge.
It's 6 p.m. Where are you?
of course.
I did not kill my mother. You
You will not
kill
give me before my time. Do you understand? So
But
that's-
you're sleeping so much, they
independence
wake up
comes
in the-
with a lot of challenges.
And this happens often on ladies, like your mother waking you up in the morning and say, you are still sleeping by this. Is this how you
Behave
Your mates have
Your
woken up 4 a.m. sweeping. Is this what you do in your husband's house?
This is like going to prepare your children for school. I never married.
So the way I see this thing, no one is totally independent.
Yeah. But then another thing is, I think we as a society, when I say society, our parents, now we are now adults ourselves. So we as a society need to look at preparing our younger ones in what is out there. My brother.
True.
About a few days ago, I called on my mom. So just sitting down with her. She finished discussing a particular idea. I just sat down and I called my own name 3 times. She looked at me like, what happened? Mom, it's not easy. She said, look at me. So the point is, it was not easy. Like at that instance, I felt the weight of so many things I have to take care of.
Yeah.
Responsibilities.
And I told her that, Mama, I wish there's a switch. Just turn this thing off. Let's take a break first.
From adulthood.
From adulthood, that's in there. This calm down too much. Go off and smoke. Because it's not as if we don't know it's there. We saw our parents, we saw our uncles, we saw our aunties, but we all felt like it's easy. Like
Yes.
as
Yes.
children, we are all praying, let's become adults, guy.
So we'll be free,
Yeah,
we'll
let
get
me be free,
to
let me
lose
go to our
lose
house.
dogs.
That's because there's a side of being independent that they've not told us or they didn't
Exactly.
tell us.
Nobody.
No, but we
They always make
You just call, send me money,
the-
they'll give you the money. You'll be like, that's how easy it is
Yes,
to make
now.
the money.
and sometimes when they don't give us money, we start, this artist stingy, this
Ah,
artist
we
stingy.
wicked uncle.
And now,
Now look
now
at you in the same
Auntie,
shoes.
if I ever blame you anywhere, forgive me.
That reminds me of something. A friend of mine said he has joined association of wicked uncles. Because he's no longer, he cannot afford to fend for all his nieces and nephews.
Yes.
So
Oh, it's not easy.
Even if it is sending them 1K every month, how many would you give? Like,
How much are you
and
even
also
earning?
take
How
care
much
of
are
your
you
own
earning?
personal responsibility.
to give each of them, all your nephews and nieces, 1K a month?
It's not easy.
After giving them, don't forget bank will still remove charges
Charges.
for
For
sending,
them
for
would look like,
transfer.
it's just 1K. Allowed. It's not just
That
1K.
1K.
She's able to give me serious, but give me just 1K.
I remember it one time my uncle sent me 3K. After much pressure, I just received one alert early
you
in the
felt
morning.
offended?
I saw 3K. I'm like, what is it?
What's that?
But you see that 3K, if I give you 1.5 now and you don't appreciate it.
Like you need to write a long text to appreciate why that 1.5
I'm
was.
really very grateful. I thank you. I wish I can thank you forever.
I'll say thank you so much. This means a lot. I really appreciate it. Sometimes they will tell me, it's okay, Ginger, calm down now. It's just small money. Say, it's not small.
You know,
It's like,
you can compare to say one salary. You know how much it costs you to do that.
Seriously, I quite agree with what Kizito is saying when it comes to the young ones not being aware of the current situation when it comes
Yes.
to being independent. Like us, some of us, we had the impression like we wanted to grow up and all of that, but now we've seen that there is nothing there. And meanwhile,
and it's
they are
stress.
also looking up to like, Kai, I can't wait to leave. But guys, see, let me tell you,
Okay,
all that
bring your
glitters
child.
It's
and
not
not
good. Being
Enjoy
independent
free
is good.
Hey God,
You know those days in secondary school, how we plan our lives. By JS3, I should be done with this. Maybe I should be here and there or this or that.
you're even going for
After-
age. Like
Now,
say, by the time I'm
You already
By the time I'm
22.
18, I'm done with secondary school.
you get.
By the time I'm 23,
Jam will even disappoint you first.
I'm done. By the time I'm
When
23, I'm done with
Reality-
university.
When I entered university, after a while, we saw how life was going. Well, in fact, even in university, we already planned our life that okay, by so and so age,
If I don't buy a car.
You don't
understand.
solve
Like, you don't buy that.
Totally
That cannot
independent.
be second hand. Like that's
Very
football.
It's in there.
Somebody will be
Direct
like,
bench
when I'm
or you want,
26, I've already given like 3. I just dropped three
Me, I
kids
me, I
now.
used to say I'll drop
It's my
and close
car.
my
Like,
some so that I'll be flexing,
we are
you know,
don't give it
young
yet.
forever.
But
But-
you marry
reality-
yourself. now.
My dear,
That's
my
part
dear,
of
see
being
me, I'm here.
independent. Is what they didn't tell us at all. We never knew it was like that, or to be like that.
Abi. So now anywhere we go, as you're just walking, you're just as you breathe. How did you even put it?
I see if you just step out small, debit alert. You see, this independent thing is not
My
even
friend would say
not functioning.
my friend doesn't like going out. So I call let's go out. She said no.
Debit,
Why?
small L.
Service or credit? Service or current? That's the next question. That she doesn't want to be hearing service or current. To give her cat service or current.
Well, that's a whole lot. That's being
Every
independent
corner.
is
By
so
the time
broad.
you step out of your house and you're coming back home, look at your account balance. You notice the dents. Like there's a serious dent in that balance. Like if it was 10K when you were leaving, you're coming back home. If you manage to come back home with 5K, go for Thanksgiving
My
inside
dear.
your room because if you step out again now, so the Thanksgiving is inside
You
your
cannot
room.
even step out again afterwards.
This Thanksgiving is
You know, this thing you guys made me remember something. I remember when I was growing up, like I was a kid, we used to drag pillow. Me and my siblings can drag pillow for Africa. And I said to myself, Kai, when I get my own place, I'll scatter my room with pillows.
Okay.
Like,
Go and buy one pillow
no,
now.
wait, that I have more than 2 pillows. I even throw pillows, but I don't even use anyone to sleep. Like, you know that excitement when you feel like when you get to that point, you're going to actualize that dream because it was looking like a dream. Now, it's a dream come true, but then again, there's this
no-
thing growing up comes with. It gives you so much expectations, and when finally it comes up, you realize that this is really nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. True.
Nothing. All these high hopes, and one other thing being independent actually, because it brings high hopes.
Very
Especially
true.
when your expectation is so high about life, about making it, so many things, even family expectation. Ah, God.
And high hopes too sometimes
get
can lead
depressed.
to depression.